What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. Want to do a quick walk about the whole food forest as it is spring and things are changing from week to week. I do want to stay consistent with these weekly updates because things really are changing and it is spring. And all types of abundance awaits us this year. Things are looking really good. The raspberries are flowering and coming on. These are ever-bearing raspberries. And they're going to be going really good on our garden salads. As I said, it's spring, so things are really changing. All the fall veggies are going to flower, but the spring veggies are going out, and I like to pepper my veggies through the perennial food forest. And some things we got growing on are chamomile, parsley, peppers, basil. We've got zucchini squash, and then a couple different varieties of green beans growing around out here. So right now it doesn't look like much. I've mulched with grass. Keep in touch. I got a whole video coming out about how that was put together. All my annual veggies are interspersed amongst my perennial things. So perennial veggies like sage right down here in the corner. I've got a whole pile of goji berry and a flower. This is a rose campion. Non-edible, but it does have a really nice flower. Flower complements the goji berries once they start flowering. You're going to see things like lamb's quarters all over the place. I let these weeds grow. I add these to our garden salads. They have about the same nutritional content as spinach. Really quick, I'm going to walk around. This place just 4 weeks ago looked dead and lifeless, and now all the trees are blossoming, flowering. All the blackberries, thornless varieties, are putting on canes. The fall canes are putting on blackberries. Peaches coming on, even though these might get bug eaten. Right now they're looking all right. What I know is not going to get bug eaten are going to be the mulberries. So we definitely got mulberries coming on out here. In another week or so and one more day of rain, we'll start to be able to harvest mulberries. So lots of mulberries, lots of fruits, lots of small fruits back here. Lots of growth around here. Blueberries, of course, are putting on fruit. Chickens are still producing for us. We got 2 broody hens right now. Not doing much to kind of break that broodiness. Figs in the back, plums in the back. Still doing really good. This fence line is full of life. It's a blackberry and muscadine grape haven. And they're just kind of chilling out here on the fence line. There are some other things out back here. This is a real wild space that I don't do much maintenance to. We have elderberry. We have Mexican beautyberry. There's a ground cover of bee balm. So this will all get flowering here soon. And clover and wild blackberry is also back here. And yes, we do eat this stuff. I make wild salads just about every other day. I'm adding things like mint to the salads. I'm eating lemon balm on a daily basis. The best way to get the medicinal value of herbs is to just eat them, and eat them often. Eat them on a daily basis. Prune peach trees are coming back to life. Kinda. They're actually looking a bit sickly, but once again, I really didn't like these peach trees. I pruned them down to make light for the pawpaws, which right now are flowering, they're growing, they're putting on lots of nice new spring growth, and hopefully this year we can get some pawpaws. Really like those flowers. Very unique. Nothing like I've ever seen before. In fact, the pawpaw tree itself is just a very unique tree, very different. So these guys are definitely getting a lot more sun, and they are already putting on a whole bunch of new growth. I'm excited to see how these are gonna fair this year with a little bit more light. And then here's another spot in the Food Forest Garden fans where I'm kind of peppering in veggies. I was rabbit tractoring here, so I know the ground is fertile. It's got lots of rabbit manure. And then we've got the same spackling of veggies back here. We've got squash, acorn squash, spaghetti squash. We've got green beans. There's basil and peppers out here. Basil, peppers, more basil, green beans, more squash and green beans, and these are the veggies that my wife and I enjoy. We don't do a lot of tomatoes. We don't eat tomatoes. We don't like tomatoes. So I grow what we like, I grow what we eat, and these veggies, these squash, the zucchini squash and acorn squash, are going to be things that we're going to be able to store this year. The elderberry hedge, holy hedge, has blown up in a short amount of time. It is starting to want to flower, so we'll have elderberries in the next month or so. I'll be able to make medicinal teas with just the flower heads if I wanted to. I could do an elderflower wine. The wild blackberries we have are producing, and I've got a whole bunch of these out in my front yard too. So keep in touch. If you haven't already, please like, please share, please subscribe. Keep coming back and watch as this suburban food forest continues to grow and blossom. There is food everywhere. I've stacked food on top of food, and we've got functions on top of functions. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe as always. It really does help us out. We appreciate your support as always. Thank you, and God bless.